What's going on, you guys? So add Eddie Hearn to the list of all the boxing experts, boxing pundits, promoters, who are picking Canelo to be the heavy favorite, but are now switching up to pick Terence Crawford to win their potential fight. Not even potential, it's going to happen, but to win that fight. We've seen a lot of people now switch up, and this is all based off of Canelo's last performance against William Cole. He did not perform up to par, and he honestly looked horrible in that fight, right? And now everybody's switching up on him. Everyone's thinking, oh man, Crawford actually does have a chance. This isn't the same Canelo. He's different. Like, maybe his desire's not the same. Maybe he's just not getting up for these fights. Maybe he's just too old now. This, that, and the other. Realistically, the only thing that's changed from, in my opinion, the only thing that's changed from when he went on his title quest and was just clearing out the division, wrecking shit, was probably just his cycle he's been taking, in my opinion. This is the same Canelo that beat up on Berlanga, that beat up on Munguia, Charlo, Ryder, and Triple G the third time, right? Like, it's still the same guy. The only difference is he was in the ring his last fight with the guy who more so went in there to survive, but that moved around the ring a lot. And obviously Canelo didn't know how to handle that, because he can't cut off the ring because his feet are super slow. And this is a reason why Canelo has avoided guys who possess the ability to move around the ring effectively, right? Sometimes he's been in there with a guy that, will quote-unquote run, or he's been in there with a guy that moves at the right times, right? But overall, he's just avoided, like, high-level boxers throughout his entire career. And if he does fight them, it's after they lose or they're past their prime. But nonetheless, man, I don't think anything's changed other than, maybe his cycle, like I mentioned. This is still the same Canelo, so I think we should just kill all the excuses that are already being made of him not being the same Canelo of old, right? And we need to stop saying, oh, he's too old now, because he's going into the ring with a guy that's actually older than he is. Crawford's going to be like 38 years old by the time they fight. Canelo's maybe going to be 35, 34 or something. But that right there, that sounds so stupid when I hear somebody say, oh, Canelo's old now. He's the younger guy going into the ring, fighting a smaller guy, right? Like, what are we talking about? The thing that's going to make the difference in this fight is he's fighting Terence Crawford, a master boxer, who isn't going to go in there to lay down like a lot of his other opponents and stand right in front of him and be a punching bag like a lot of his other opponents. So I even dropped a video the other day, and the video goes, is Canelo overrated? And this was based off what Teddy Atlas has been saying. And I said, yeah, he's overrated in terms of like him being the greatest 168-pound fighter ever and the greatest Mexican fighter ever. He's not either one of those things, but that doesn't mean that he's trash. Like, he's a first ballot Hall of Famer. He's a 4-division champ, and the dude just won undisputed a second time. Like, how are we saying he's trash now? It's like, what? That doesn't even make any sense. The only reason I dropped that video is because Teddy Atlas made a video about it. And in terms of what I just said, yeah, he's overrated in that aspect. But it doesn't take away the fact that he's a great fighter. And it's just too bad he's going to get destroyed by Crawford. So, I mean, like I said, add Eddie Hearn to the list of all the guys who have been picking Canelo that are now switching up. And earlier on, like a year or two ago, when this fight first started getting talked about, Eddie Hearn was saying, oh, Canelo's going to stop him. This weight's going to be too much, and this, that, and the other, right? And honestly, I've come to the point now where guys like Eddie Hearn and just certain fighters and certain people, I'm not going to name everybody, they'll placate to Canelo and not say anything negative, because if you're looking at it from a promoter lens, right, you're not going to bash on Canelo Alvarez because then he's not going to work with you. And let's be honest, Canelo Alvarez makes money everywhere he goes. And if you're a fighter, you're not going to bash on him because you want that fight potentially. I mean, look at David Benavidez. The dude said a couple mean things about him, and he's never going to get the fight. He's disrespectful, right? So, it is what it is. Whenever they make this fight, the date's changed. It doesn't matter. Crawford's going to beat him, and everyone's still going to make excuses and discredit Crawford for the win. But that's all I got. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think Eddie Hearn is just placating for Canelo? And what do you make of this fight? Are you guys favoriting Crawford, or are you guys favoriting Canelo? Let me know what you think. Hate, like, comment, subscribe.